Okay, we're going to be talking about some fundamental principle of life. We have a lot of principle that work in life, and principle is something great. Someone said, if you're a principle man, you are a principal, right? That means if you work with principle, you work with you become principality, you become a principal on earth, right? And also he said there's a saying also that said if you work with just your own decision, you're going to be working, and if you work with instruction, you're just going to be running. But if you work with principle, you're going to be doing what? You're going to be flying, right? You're going to be flying because principles are very, very fundamental. Principles are proven rules, proven laws, okay, that it doesn't change, right? When we say 1 plus 1 is 2, it doesn't change. We go to America, 1 plus 1 is 2. You go to London, 1 plus 1 is 2. The same thing as principle. You matter how you put it is going to be true. So we're going to be talking about a principle called the 9-10 rule. That means 9 to 10 rule, or 10 to 9 rule, right? Sorry, did I say 9 to 10? 90 and 10 rules. 90 to 10 rules, right? And this is a rule that was generated, or that was discovered by a an economist, that is an Italian economist named Pareto Fedredo Pareto in 19 wherever. Sorry. Okay, so the principle says the guy discovered that 80% of the land in Italy was owned by just 20% of the people, right? And that's a principle. That's a general principle in life. I'm talking about bringing it back to it's generally called the rule of few vital. That is a few vital rule. That means 10% of whatever you do in life, okay, wherever you are, it's just 10% of whatever you do. Okay, let's take it to finance, like wealth now. Okay, the wealth of this world is in the hands of 10% of the population, right? And the 90% don't get anything, right? That means also talk about your daily activities. Is unconsciously or consciously you practice this rule. It's not only the wealthy people that practice it. I'm like the 10% of the wealthy, the 10% of the people are wealthy while the rest are poor. No, like in Nigeria, like we can point out the billionaires, right? That means we have the 10% rule running unconsciously or consciously, right? We can, in your streets, you can point out the millionaires, the billionaire in your streets. Why? Because 10% of the people control 90% of the wealth, right? So, and the same thing go with your own daily activities. This rule is also applying to you particularly. You can say, wow, now if you look at your daily activities, 10% of the results you get, 90% of the results you get come from 10% of what you do. Okay, so that means the most important things in your daily activities just get only 10%, and those things are what give you 90% of the result. So how do you use this rule positively? You need to be like, if for wealth creation, you need to play the game of the money in such a way that you are not average. You need to be at the top of the 10%. That means you need to belong to the 10%. The same thing go for your daily activities also. So you look at the 10% of the things that produce 90% of the results, and you check them, and you begin to magnify them. You begin to do them more, and that will improve a lot because it's a conscious rule. So the rule of 90 to 10% is real in finances, in economics, in every aspect of our life. So for you to get a good result, for you to maximize whatever you want to know in your life, find out the 10% of anything that you know that you're doing, and is giving you the 90%, and magnifies you get to see more resources, more abundance, more riches, and more results in your life. So that's how the law or the rule of 19 to 10 rule can help you. So thank you, Austin Agabi Jubril.